Hello again, guys. So there we go. This second section is going to be very interesting. So now, guys, we've done all the concept, the introduction, the what is this, what is that, what is management point, what is distribution point, the analogy to understand better. Now, guys, we're gonna tackle the troubleshooting part, which is again, I'm not gonna explain very basic things on how to deploy software, how to deploy this. We because there's plenty of stuff on YouTube. I'm gonna give you the correct link. Sorry. Yep. I'm gonna give you the link for the best, according to me, the best YouTube video on each subject. And here we're gonna cover troubleshooting. Not only troubleshooting, but let's say it will be the main part of this section. And also we're gonna cover basic things like deploying stuff and how to do this, how to do that. But it mostly about if you do stuff like you see on YouTube and it doesn't work, because all the time it's exactly always what's going to happen. You're gonna follow exactly what the guy made on his video, and at the end you will not you will not be successful as the YouTuber. And it's always the case, guys, always the case, because especially when you begin and you don't set the prerequisites, for example, or you don't cover, you just forget about certain stuff. So guys, let's not waste any time. um so guys, before to go hardcore on SCCM and all the thing that I just said, we're gonna first talk about a question that I got a lot and I will get a lot, especially for the new arrivals. So guys, like I told you, it's always better to have to make an image about everything. Like I told you, you should have an image about Windows Server, an image about Windows 11 and 10. The thing is, your actual Windows image will not be fit for hosting a server. It could be fit for a server, but most of the time you would just make the 60 gigabyte that everybody advised to get 60 gigabyte of internal internal hard drive. As a hard drive, you would set up this for 60 gigabyte. The thing is, when you're hosting a server, you would need at least 100 gigabyte. At least 100 gigabyte. So it means that you would need to add here. You will need to add here. Sorry, in settings. It wasn't managed. It was setting. Actually, option. Where it is? Yes, it's here. So here you will want to expand. So of course you need to first shut down the machine and then you can expand. Most of the people think that when you will expand, it will be enough. Now you will register, you will log in, and you will switch on your machine. And when you will log in, you will see 100 gigabyte in the actual, let me check, in the actual disk C. So here, you will see 100 gigabyte, but it's not, it's wrong. You will not see it. You will still see 60 gigabyte, okay? So again, I was searching on YouTube for this and it wasn't that clear. So it means that I need to make a clear video about this. So you simply need to do this, guys. So first, very important, you need to go on disk management. So I guess it's this for disk management. Yep. So you need to go here, and normally what you would see here, you will see that it's divided. It's divided with another partition, and the partition will be some like un a partition that is how you say, unallocated, something like this, like not allocated, and you will see the 40 gigabyte. Okay, if you have 60 and you extend to 100, it means that you will see another part that is 40 gigabyte. What do you want is that what happened is that for the disk C to expand to it, for the disk 0 to expand to disk C. Sorry guys, I will repeat. For the disk 0 to expand the disk C, you cannot have more than 3 partition, the fourth partition that just came into place just right now because you expand your hard drive, it will not work. It will not sync automatically. So you need to delete. I think it's the name of this one. It's the health, like healthy one, or no. I think it's um if I remember well, it's something about recovery. I think you will see recovery. You will not see something about health. You will see something about recovery disk, like, and it will only occupy maybe 5 GB. I don't remember, 15 MO. I don't remember exactly. So you just need to delete this part, and I will take you to this right now, and simply add the new one. Okay, and you cannot, and it cannot be done through the GUI, so through the interface. It needs to be done through PowerShell. So you would need first to do this, to disk part, to select the disk part. So now he's in the, as you can see, he's in the disk part mean disk partition. Okay, and now you want to select the disk 0. Okay, because it's here where there is the disk C, and where there is the disk, the disk, the unallocated partition. Okay, which is the 40 GB. So you just select the disk C. Now you want to list partition to make sure about what you are doing. Okay, primary 99, reserved system. And I'm sure that you will see partition 4. Uh, you will see, I think, recovery or something like this. So what do you want to do is to select the partition, select partition 4. It's always like this, guys. It's all, I'm sure, I'm 100% sure it will be always the partition 4. So you just click, okay, and you want to delete. You just copy paste what I'm doing here, partition override. So it means delete this one. Okay, delete this one. And then when once you delete the partition 4, you simply got to go here, click this, extend volume. Me, I can't, but so you need to go on disk C, extend the volume, and you will simply need to press OK, because the only unallocated partition will be your 40 GB. So I think it will be divided in two parts, like it will be divided in two parts, and then you will have your unallocated 40 GB, but it will be in MO. It will be in MB, sorry, in megabytes. So you need to simply um you need to simply say yes, like it would be 40,000. Okay, 40,000 MO, but it wouldn't be 40 GB. So just that you know what you will have in front of you. Okay, so it's enough. And of course I'm saying this for this one, for the server 2. Okay, I'm saying this for the server 2. We can quit here. So yeah, I think, guys, it's enough for this thing. So if I go back, on the actual server, SCCM server 1, once you will start the process of getting second sites, of getting of creating the secondary sites, you just need to wait. So once you have complete, like this, again, guys, just do very basic. Okay, very basic one, very basic. So here you put like AS site server name. It will be your actual your new server, so your second site server. And here it will be the site name. So me, I call it MECM server 002 Lil. I don't remember exactly how I call it. And then in everything, it will be just very basic. Don't forget to add the boundary groups, but again, it's not enough. You have to double check after doing it for the boundary groups, as I said before. So once you did this, and it will be, of course, you could go to some troubleshooting stuff. Okay, you could go to some troubleshooting. um sorry, guys, I will repeat my sentence. Once you are the loading of your second of the creation of the second site server begin, you could have some issue. And the very important things that you need to do, guys, it's as I said before, check the prerequisite, meaning you need to have all the roles ready and active, enabled, okay? So you just need to follow exactly as I said before, and it's actually here. Once you create your once you are creating your secondary site server and it's loading up after you just went to the interface that I just showed you right now, if it doesn't work, it just mean that you don't have the prerequisites, and most of the prerequisite will be here. If of course all of your networking has no issue, and normally if you follow exactly what I did before on the video about routing, okay, it's actually the first video of this playlist. You would have no problem setting your secondary sites. So it will take from 30 minutes to 3 hours, okay? It will take from 30 minutes to 3 hours. So once is done, there is many check you need to do, okay? Because what do you want? Let's say you instantly create a secondary site after you get your first site, which nobody does, but maybe you did this, like you still have no machine setup, and you want first like to create the secondary site, and you still have nothing here, you still have no machine, you still have no CCM client installed on any of the machine here, okay? So you don't have any green stuff here, okay? So I'm going to go in very general and broad troubleshooting, but the real skill in the company environment, in a real company environment, is that you need to check logs. And also, I'm going to go here. Guys, whenever you have any issue, go there. Go on the site status, okay? And the component status. If everything is green here and everything is green here, guys, it's not a big deal. It means that you got it. It's just that you need to wait. Guys, be patient. It's also the biggest advice that I could give you. If you see everything that is green here, everything that is green here, you just need to be patient, okay? You just need to be patient. That's it. So, if this one, we will use it later for just like for just, how can I say, showing you stuff, but I don't care about this. I don't care about this one being critical, so don't worry. Like my SCCM server works perfectly, but this one I just don't care for now, and maybe I will explain it in another video. I'm not sure if I will explain it in this session right now. So, what can I say more? Yeah, I just want to say this. If some of the actual component here doesn't work, let's say for example this one, you have to go, you want to know what's going on. So normally you will see a red things, and guys, most of the time, like 99% of you will go through this. I would almost want to say 100%. Like there is no way that you install your server, you want to do this and that, and you get everything perfectly done, like everything is green. There is no way. There is no way. For example, guys, I'm sure about this. There is no way that you install the CCM clients and everything goes smoothly, like everything go without any issues, and you instantly, by just doing this install clients, and then you install the client, and the client get installed in like 10 minutes. There is no way. There is always some troubleshootings to do. So that's why I'm going you. So guys, I should have said since the beginning, but maybe I will, how can I say, okay, I will address it here. We're gonna go to Actually, I said it. Oh, you see, it's getting late, so that's why I'm I'm mixing stuff because I wanted to say that we're gonna go to every type of troubleshoot that you could have on the SCCM server, and I know that most of you you guys will love this video because if you just follow everything I'm doing here, there is no way that you still have some issue. If you still get some issue, guys, just start again your SCCM server because there is an issue with there is some deep issue on your SCCM server, okay? And it both, I mean both, like the first SCCM server that I got and the second site server, both of them, okay? So, okay, good. So the thing that I want to show you before is simply if something is red, okay, and you want to see what's going on. So you just simply go there, show messages, error. You could do error, so it means it will only show you the error. But I think I will not see anything. Let's check. Okay, so you see, you have, for example, these two error. Normally, in your case, you will see plenty of errors because you just set up the first time your SCCM server, and you would see here it's green. You will see a red SMS component, and normally you will see a lot of red things, a lot of red cross. Why? Why? It's because simply your SCCM server will try again, try again, try again, try again, because he wants to solve. And there is like huge automation behind the SCCM server, SCCM server. So he always want to try again because maybe it's just maybe you reinstall some services, and we will cover this later. And this is the actual reason of why it doesn't work. So when because it's because those component, because of the background automation of SCCM server, it will always repeat. So once you fix it, it will repeat maybe every 5 minutes, and now it will work. So you don't need to go and trigger another thing and do it manually. Everything will just repeat and repeat, repeat and repeat until you fix the issue. Okay. So in my case, I only have two, and maybe they are from today. They are from today, but they are not bigger deal. I don't know what. Okay, let's have a look. And what do? You click here and you say details because you want to know the detail of this thing. The thing that I like to do, I don't know if it's possible. Mm-hmm. I like to have like a. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So it say an handle exception has occurred. System does not match with the table name or alias name used in the query. I have no idea what is it. Um, Refer to the okay, and you see it's very important. I didn't understand what's going on here. Like I have no idea what does that mean. The column prefix DT0 does not match with the table name or alias name used in the query. He will always told you the actual logs to look, and he will tell you look here. Refer to the rcmctrl.log for further details. And once you cover that, once you go to the slugs, and again to go to the slugs you need to go here, file explorer, and go to no no, let me go back here. mm, you need to go, there is so much file that it's crazy how much file there is. Then go here and then logs, okay? And let's say he said something about R. Okay, you see it here. And the last one was here. Okay, the last one was here. So as you can see, guys, is you just click on it, and of course you need to open with CM Trace. Where is CM Trace? Because when you will first have when you will first install SCCM server, you will not automatically get this CMT trace. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna drink. So I'm gonna show you where the CM trace locates, if I remember well, because it's been a long time. Yep, it's been a long time I didn't check where the CM trace is. I think it's in tools. Okay, it's here. And I also have, I think I even have in every of my machine here. Always like, do you know what I do, guys? And actually you need to do it, but it's something that we will cover later. Don't worry about this. Yeah, I will not talk about the thing that I wanted to say right now. Yeah, so you just open it, and every time that you want to open a logs, you simply do this. You simply go, okay, let's go back on logs, and then do this, and you want to say open with, and and now you say like choose another app, and you say more apps, if I remember well, look for any app on this PC, and you just do what I just did. So configuration manager, tools, um yep, tools, and then here CM trace, okay, because it's an application, so it will work, and you will see a clear understanding. Maybe it's better if I just show you for just an example. So here, open, it looked like this. CM trace look like this, okay? And you just need to look at the red things, at the red line. And the red lines means, and the system of CM trace is very, very simple. There is no AI, there is none of this stuff. It's simply whenever there is error, it will flag red. The line will flag red. It's not, it's not the best way of doing because of implementing this because you could see a lot of red, but it could say no error. And even if it says no errors, there is no some coding stuff, some Python or C language that will say if no, uh, if there is a no before the CM trace, don't. Sorry, if there is a no before the error, don't flag it as red. There is none of this on the CM trace. It's very very simple, simple coding stuff. Like if you see if it's error, if you see error, flag it red. That's it, guys. Yep. So as you can see, like this. Okay, okay. So guys, I think again it was a big introduction. Sorry for this. Now we will cover the main important thing, which is troubleshooting. Let me see if I didn't forget anything. No, okay, let's start it. So guys, the first thing that I just remember right now is that many of you told me, many of you told me that sometimes when you don't register to your lab and you don't, actively trying to test things on your lab, and it's been maybe 2 weeks that you didn't touch your lab environment, you absolutely need to do your Windows update. It could sound very easy to say, but when you are in a rush, when you're thinking about, because again, you have thousand things to think about. Maybe the replication, if you have when you have two sites, okay, when you have two sites, you could have also your adapter. Guys, maybe 30% of the issue that I covered, it's only about so 30%, I would say, it's because of adapter, because you plug off, you switch off one of your adapter, or because the router is not it's not configured perfectly, all of this stuff. And one of the reason also, it's Windows update. Okay, it's Windows update, so you need to run the Windows update on every of your machine, every machine. Okay, so it's the first thing. Then if you are stuck at something that you think that it's linked to the prerequisites, and there is something that maybe you didn't look at and you need to implement, and but you forget about this, you can actually go to your SCCM. I don't know if I can do it here, but you can run the configuration manager setup and select the run prerequisite check. Remember, when you have set up the first time you have set up the SCCM server, you've run a prerequisite check. You can rerun again this prerequisite check in order to see if there is any missing components, any missing file that you don't get, or any application, or I don't know, anything that could be linked to a failure on your SCCM server. Okay, so you can look at this on Google. I don't know if I can get this, guys, because I have so much file. I have so much file. I don't know if I can if I can get it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know exactly also what is the name. I'm kind of sure that it's okay. I don't want to do it, guys, but just look on YouTube, okay? Look on YouTube. It's something like this. Like it's something like this that you do, but again, I don't want to. Maybe if you click install, then you will see like check prerequisite, something like this, and you just need to follow. But look on YouTube or ChatGPT, okay? Look at what ChatGPT said about this. So okay, now second things. The second things that I see a lot is that you need to make sure that you have your boundary group set many times. The errors and the failures about your SCCM server and synchronization between this SCCM server and the second site server, or simply the background automation that happen inside your SCCM server. You need to have your actual boundary group set up. So for your SCCM server to know where is your PC is located, where is your PC is located, and where the management points, as you remember, what is the difference between management point and distribution group points, where the management points can go to your can send information and send and communicate with your machine and told you exactly what to do and where to grab the software, okay, where to grab the CCM clients and or application or software package, etc. So as you can see here, I add two type, the IP subnet and Active Directory site. Okay, so you simply go here and you here is the type. Me, I choose for example Active Directory site, and I just need to go here and choose the different sites that I have. Okay, so where is the site, guys? Again, you need to configure well. You need to have a good configuration about your active, having your Active Directory well set up, having the best configuration and everything. It's really what make the difference. Okay, it's really what make the difference. So here, as you can see, I have my DC1 Lil here, and this is my Paris site, and this is my Lille site. Okay, so in my Paris site, as you can see, DC2, I can do again, for example, I can yeah, manually do the replication. I don't know if I could say automatically or manually, but let's say manually because I prefer to do it on PowerShell. So then refresh, and so I just said here I'm in my Paris sites. Okay, again, guys, because for the people that forget, so it's my Paris site, and here it's my Lille site. Okay, my Paris site, the router that connect everything, and I'm saying here, when I press replicate now, I say please go to this router, go to this communicate with this router and replicate everything I got here, everything I have, every information I got. Please replicate this, and we will use, okay, the router. The router will be the first hop, and the second hop will be the actual Lil domain controller. Okay, so let's go here. No, here. Yep. So once you have this set up, you could add the Active Directory site. You actually you don't need. By the way, let me just, because I forget it's been um Okay, sites. Yep. Okay, okay, it's fine. So just add your sites. Then you could add. Actually, you could just add one. You could just add the one type, Active Directory sites, and that's it. But again, guys, you don't know what could happen. Maybe it's not enough. So that's why I add the actual IP subnet. Okay, and you just hear it's the network. What is the network? It's what they called here IP subnets. Okay, normally IP subnets, it's not this. Normally it's not the subnet IP. It's incorrect to say this, but it's just how VMware function. Okay, it's how VMware function. Normally we don't call it subnet IP. And here it's my second subnet IP, but it's not IP, it's just my network. My network is located here, okay? It's not my subnet address. In a company environment, we don't call it like this, we call it the actual network, where the network live. Again, guys, I made a big, I think it was one of my live session. I covered this again. I covered this again about networking, and you should look at this video. It's so much important, so much important, guys. So look at my video about networking. I don't remember the name because I divided it into multiple videos, and just look at the when there is network, like big notion about networking or networking concept. It for sure this video, I'm sure it was like more than 1 hour long video. So yep, here and here the subnet mask, it's like 250 like, as you know, guys, you just need to go on on the control panel on network and sharing center, so you could have all the details, you know. And as you can see, my internet adapter is disabled because it's my router that handle it. So you check on properties, and here you will have everything. Okay, subnet mask. IP address is not where your network is located. Here it's where your machine is located. Okay, it's where your machine, the MECM server, is located, but your network is located in 0 instead of 20. It's 0, it's where your network is located. Okay, guys, so it's very important to have boundaries. And here you need to add, you also need absolutely to have your boundary group. And as you can see, member count 2. Why? Simply because I prefer to do this. uh could someone guess why it's member count 2? Because we have two type, we add two type of boundaries. We add the IP sub, the no, not the IP subnet. It was IP subnet. I forget what was in boundaries. The IP where your network is located, and here the actual Active Directory site. Okay, very important. Here, just copy paste. Like here, it's my lil, my the where my lil. It's the server name, simply as this. The where the server name is, where my server is, and we call it distinguished name. Okay, DN, it's the appellation in Active Directory. Here, fallback binary group, just copy paste what I just have, guys, and you will have it, and it will be simple for you. So yep, so this is done. And again, guys, again, I will repeat, very important, don't forget to always add the correct boundary groups to your distribution points. Why? It's because your distribution points, it's where your, remember what I said, the management points, it's where your, it's how, sorry, it's, remember, I use the analogy of the project manager. The project manager, it's the guy that will go to each employee and tell him what to do. Okay, like today you would need to do this, today you would need to do that. And once the employee know what to do, they will grab what they need. So what they need, it's they need to go to the distribution point and get their software package, the software packages, application, what, okay. And that's why the it's important to have the boundary group added here, because it will tell them like where to go. It will be able for them, they will be able, sorry, to locate where the distribution point is. Okay, so it's very important. So as you can see here, it's the boundary group. Okay, it's the boundary group, and it's enough. Okay, once you have these guys, it's enough. Okay, so and after this we will also configure the PXE. Okay, um okay, great. So let's go to the next thing. So this we just covered. I just make some notes so I don't lose track about everything. Yeah, this one is important, but let me remember how can I say this one? Yeah, so basically here, once you have finished setting up your SCCM server, you would need to do this because it's not, as you can see here, it's enabled for the network discovery. But by default, it's not enabled. By default, it's disabled. And it could cause, guys, just note, only this could cause major issue, meaning your whole CCM client will not deploy. Look, even if you have everything perfectly done, you have done everything. You see, like system admin have maybe like 10 years of experience. You could have the same skills of a system admin and just forget. You just forget about turning this on, and now it's like, and your actual CCM client will not deploy. It will not work. Okay? So it's very, very important that you understand, like, that you enable everything and think about everything. It's very, very important. So guys, just copy paste what I did here. Enabled topology. Okay, always check this one. It's the best one to have. And here, as you can see, sorry, it's the actual subnet. Okay, and the subnet mask is this. Domains, you can add, I didn't add because it's useless. It works anyway. And yeah, so there you go, guys. Okay, great. So this one is very important. And after you have set up your SCCM server, your second SCCM server, run everything, guys. Run every forest. Okay, so this one, you want to run discovery now. Actually, I will do it because maybe we need to do some stuff later on, and I want to make sure that you could actually run a code. You could actually run a code, and you will have everything set. Okay, we still not run the CCM client. We still not deploy the CCM clients on, which is the basic stuff to do. We are far from deploying the software. Okay, deploying software application. But if you think well, once we have everything perfectly done and the CCM client is well deployed, guys, it will be so easy. That's why I don't want to cover what YouTubers said on their videos, because once you have, like, the most difficult things, it's here, it's doing this. But actually deploying an application where where the SCCM server and the Active Directory is well configured, then it's a piece of cake. it's really not big of a deal. It's really not big deal, really. So yeah, so here we'll just refresh everything. So like this, if you follow me, we could we could do this together. So we already covered this. So maybe guys, this one would be quite interesting. This one will be quite interesting because many of the issue that you will see here that I talked just before about SMS components, I would say 60 to 70%. Let's stay with 60%. 60% on the issue that you will get could just be fixed by starting again, by restarting again everything that is linked to SCCM server. Again, you could have a script that do it alone, that restart every of the services here. But the most important will be this one. I would say SMS agent host, SMS executive, all this one. SMS site backup is not. You can let it to not active. So just restart again all of this, and it's something that is, and if it's linked to any of the SQL, um, just sorry, where is it? Yeah, you just need to start again all of those services. If you see that one of the SMS component complain about SQL, the, SQL doesn't synchronize, or I don't know what type of issue that you could get on SQL. Okay, so if you do this, really be it will really help you for your SMS component. Now, what else you could do? You could go on your IIS. Hold on, I'm checking if my if my mic is well plugged on. Is well plugged. Sorry guys, I just needed to check my mic. So what you need to do is that you need to go, because what do you want? You want to troubleshoot any issue that you have on in here. Okay, if you have any SMS component error that points about IIS that is not syncing, or that is doesn't work, etc., etc., most of the time when you simply do this, uh, so just follow my step here, application pulls, and just start again. Like if you do here refresh, or if you stop and do it again, especially if you know what exactly caused the issue. If you see anyone that is stopped, if you see statue stopped, because it could happen, I don't know what things could happen, and you simply need to restart it again. Okay, or recycle here, you see you can recycle. And if you do this, guys, 60% of the time it will work. If you have any troubleshooting to do with your SCCM server about SMS components, 60% of the time it will work. Okay, so okay, perfect. Now also, one of the thing that could some troubleshoot that you could go to when you want to deploy the CCM client, for example, in your domain controller here, or in your Windows Server machine, whatever, or your Windows 10 machine, or whatever. It's important that you double check this. I'm gonna show you that you check Windows, and I'm just thinking about another thing also. You can check here, okay, Windows. I forget the name. I think is WME, but I'm not sure, because I know what is it in the norm. Usually I do just a script. Usually I just do this. I do win it's win mgmt, because yeah, Windows management, and then no, this one. verify. And normally here it will say, okay, it will tell you like what's going on. And if you want to repair it, you do salvage. Okay, so instead of verify repository, you just, instead of verify, you put salvage. Okay, and you press go. Okay, so you say win mgmt slash salvage repository, and then you click enter, and it will recycle, like it will repair your Windows instrumentation. And this one is very, very important because it's what make the SCCM server take control of your laptop. So for example, if your management point said you need to do this and that, and then you have a script that say, okay, so now that you have the information, go grab the software and do this. It rely on Win, okay, on Windows instrumentation. It's not this one. I know that you will think there is this one, but it's not. Windows management instrumentation, okay? So it rely only on Windows management instrumentation. Okay, it's here. I always have trouble to find it. I don't know why. Windows management instrumentation, and as you can see, it's running. So perfect. But it could happen. Like some Windows Server machine, this one is plugged off. And I just remember, but you can also check here. And I'm sure that there is Windows. Okay, as you can see, domain private and public. Because I just don't want to bother. So I could just put it on domain and private. I don't need to do public, but okay. And maybe I will talk this just right after, but I want to cover other things. Because this one like is very important to know what to do here. It's very important. Most of the time the issue that you will get, it's because of these guys. It's because of this, of the allowed apps. Even though you switch off the defender firewall and you say, okay, I want to resolve the issue, I'm gonna switch off everything. If you don't cover this, it will continue to cause issue. Most of the people don't know about this. So also, the thing that you want to do, I have it in my head right now and it's very important. I don't know if I covered this, but if you want to be able, like this is good if I talk about this, so it will be if you want to be, if you want to be able, for example, form your, let's say, you know, the, you see like the splash, I want to copy, and I want to copy it and paste it in my domain controller or my router or my other. Oh, actually, it's good if I do it. If I do it here, I want it to send it to my MECM server 002 Lil. I want to send it in my second site. How do I do? I simply do this. I think I already talked about this like many times, but okay, I will repeat. But there is stuff like to know, and but it will just be a reminder for most of you. So you do this, okay, slash slash, and you do, I forget how I call it, MECM lil, I'm not sure. And then this, yeah, I think it's right. And then dollar sign. Why dollar sign? Because I want to go in C, okay? I want to go in the disk C, and dollar sign mean computer. It means I'm targeting the computer. Okay, I'm right. So here I'm actually, as you can see, you see this little green stuff. It, and as you can see, there is network, so it's explicit. It means that right now you are in the folder of of your second site server, and then you can simply copy paste. You can simply copy paste. I said, okay, okay, great. I'll just delete it because I don't need it. So, and then it works. So it means that, okay, if I do this, okay, as you can see, splash, there is this splash application, and if I go here, disk C, I will see splash, okay, and it wasn't there before. So I just delete it, and as you can see here, it was deleted. It was deleted. So perfect. Now to get this done, it's not that easy. Like if you're a beginner, it's not that easy, but just follow this step. Okay, just follow this step. And this type of step is also useful for resolving troubleshooting that could happen between machine. Okay, it's not only about sharing stuff. It could um, doing this, it's also a good thing for the actual, how can I say, for the whole configuration of your Active Directory and the health of your SCCM server, so everything get connected. Okay, so everything get connected. So what do? I need to remember. You need to first, what can I say in the beginning? Okay, first let's do this. The first thing that you need to make sure of is to make sure that SSDP it's running. Most by default this is not running. You will check and you will see the mod by default when you set up a Windows machine, by default it's not running. Okay, I remember what is most. Now I remember most of you told me about this. The issue is that here when you go here, what? Oh, sorry guys. When you go here, change advanced sharing settings. Most of you will turn on, okay? Will turn on this, turn on this, turn on the domain. And then you will make save changes and you will go back on, where is my, and you will go back here, okay? You will go back here and then you will want to double check because it still doesn't work, okay? Like the troubleshoot doesn't work, but normally you see that everybody does this and it works, and then you go back to make sure that your modification was taken consideration, and then you realize that no, it's still turned off. And why? It's simply because of this, guys. Because of two things. First things, it's because of this being turned off. So you turn this off, okay? You turn that off, UPnP, and if I remember well, you need to turn. Turn on. What did I said? Did I say turn off? I'm sorry, guys. I mean turn on. Okay. Um. Okay, and then you need to turn on this one. Function discovery provider host and function discovery resource publication. Resource publication. Very important. So once you've done this, you need to go here. I guess, yeah. Allow apps. No, it's not here. It's okay here through Windows firewall. So like I said, even though you need to click here in order to change settings, even though your firewall is off, this still running. Okay, so you need to go on. I passed it. You need to go on file sharing here and just check this box and check this box. And once you done it, also like verify for WME. There's maybe other one that could be interesting. That are important. Is it SNMP? No. Um, what is the one that is linked to SCCM server? This one is important. What I say important, I mean this one, guys. File server remote management. I know that there is network discovery. Sorry, guys. File print sharing and also this one, network discovery. Network discovery, very very important. It needs to be on. It needs to be checked, and here also check. Public you don't need. Yep. File print sharing. Okay. Okay, great. Once you have done this, guys, you will have no problem turn turning everything on. Okay, from the private to the guest to the domain to our network, you will have no problem for this. Okay. Okay, great. So we covered, and now once you have done that, you can use this function. Okay, slash MECM and directly go to this network and copy paste whatever things you want. And I actually done it many times for you. You remember the CM trace? Many times I have send it, for example, from here to here, the CM trace application, by simply doing this. So if I want to go to DC2, for example, I simply do this. Okay, and I simply done it. I simply do it, guys. After, in case I forget, after you run everything that I'm doing right now, like from A to Z, and you still have issue on your SCCM server, guys, just start again. You rebuild your SCCM server, demote your Windows machine. I don't know how you call this one, but just start over. Like uninstall your whole SCCM server, SQL, SSMS, everything that you have done, and start again. It will be better than wasting. And guys, I've been through this, like spending days and days and days on trying to resolving this. Is just, you know what you need to do, and you know it's not even a good it's not even a good advice, because if you go here and, for example, you are in your SCCM server and you do this on your on PowerShell and you do scan fc. Remember, you know this command. I don't remember exactly how you do it. Scan fc now, scan now, or something like this. Scan now sfc. It will run to every file in your machine and tell you if there is if there is a file that is corrupt. And if there is a file that is corrupt, 100% that is because of this. 100% that your SCCM server will never work right. You could do whatever things you want because the image is now corrupt. You could do anything that you want, it's done. Your SCCM is fried. Okay, so you need to start over. Okay, but even though you still don't have it, that's why I say it's a bad recommendation. Even though you still don't have it, it could cause major issue. And once you start over, now it's working. Okay, so it's important that you know about this, guys. What else can I say about troubleshooting? If you have no access, because it happens also to me most sometimes, if you have no access to your SCCM server, SCCM console, it could mean many things. Okay, it could mean many things. The simple thing that you need to do, guys: reboot your machine, start over any services, just follow everything that I said. Follow everything that I said about IIS, about services, um, everything, and normally it will be fine. Because if you did everything right, normally there's no issue. Now if you really want to go that far, you could go to here, app with, yep, .cpl. And I think if you go here, as you can see here, guys, just quick reminder, you can link the OBDC driver 17 and the OBDC 18, and you don't need to delete this one. Okay, so they both work well together. And even if ChatGPT told you that you need to uninstall it, uninstall the 17 and let the 18 on or active, enabled, don't listen to ChatGPT. Like, both can coexist. So if you go to here and say repair, then like if there's a major issue, just do it, guys. But normally it will work fine. Normally, like if you just reboot your laptop, it will work fine. Okay, great. This is great. Um, Again, if you have some troubleshooting about permission, it's important that you look at here. Guys, again, please, I didn't say it in the beginning, but it's very important that you take notes because I cover like different stuff, but they are all part of the big session of how to troubleshoot your SCCM servers, which the which are located in different sites. Okay, so when you are going to those YouTube videos to deploy this and doing that and doing this, you will have no issue. But it's better, of course, guys, because you are in the approach that you need to have. It's to be able to also read logs. Okay, you don't want, and guys, it's so important what I'm gonna say right now. Don't focus too much on. Don't focus too much at first to repair the issue. Look the log first. Okay, look at the monitoring here. Look what's going on. Look at the component statue, the side statues, and see and look really in depth and ask ChatGPT and just have an idea about what's going on. And then you could go to this troubleshooting. Okay. Okay, I hope, like, I'm just letting you time right now, so just that you could note this, guys. So as you can see, there is like some sort of lag right now that happened, but but it's fine. It's fine. Um, mm, mm, mm. Yeah, you could actually go here because I was talking about your. I was talking about. I think, yeah, about permission. You could go here and add here your administrative users. Okay, now it's bugging. So let's just start over. Let's do. Let's not do anything just to just to see if it's about this. Okay. Because like I said, guys, before, I need to allocate more gigabyte, more RAM to this SCCM server because he consume a lot. That's why when you saw here on, I guess, yeah, monitoring, I switch off my software updates just because of this, guys. Just because it consume the actual W sauce consumes so much of my gigabyte. Like, just for, even if it do even if it does nothing, he's actually running a lot of stuff in the background. Same for the domain controller or everything, but this one is like worst. The W source is worse because he handling the updates of the whole network. So maybe I should reboot. It seems that I need to reboot. Yeah, but basically, you remember what I said just before. I went to administration security, and in the administrative users, you need to make sure that you have the right for these guys, okay, for the SCCM server, but not the computer, the other admin users. If now, because I don't think it's better, like you mimic a company environment. It's better if you mimic a company environment. So it's better if you have like two admin. Like there's one admin in the Paris site and another admin in the Lille site. Okay, it's better that you do this. I would just restart, guys, and I will still talking because there is many things that I could say. So yeah, so like I said, yeah, follow the path that I just said right now, and add the admin 2. For example, you call it like, or admin Lil. You have a user called admin Paris and you have another one called admin Lil, and this admin Lil needs to be added in the administrative users, okay? And you need to add full control. There will be a lot of roles that you could give. Just give full control. I think is in the middle, like it's in the middle approximately, and you just need to, yeah, to give just all the possible rights. So what I could talk next, I could talk about if you have any issue that is linked to your any issue that is linked to your SQL configuration manager. Sorry, guys. If you have any yes, if you have any issue that you see on the on monitoring that is linked to the SQL configuration manager, you simply need to go to your SQL configuration manager and the actual restart the actual services, okay, related to the logs that you see on, you see they're all running, but sometimes they're all running, but just restart it's good to restart just as a troubleshoot, to do, okay. Yes, so there is also this other thing that I want to say, that it could happen a lot. It could happen a lot, and most of the time it fixes all issues. If you have tried, because what I'm saying right now, it fixes like 60% of all issues. On all the thing that I said, it fixes 60% of all issues. What you could do, if you still have this issue, the last, it's not the last resort, but it's just like a big things to do, is just to delete your DP and management points and start it again. And guys, it will work for 30% of the time. So 60% of the time is everything that I said. And if you still have issue, and again, you have to look at the logs. If the logs is clear that you have a problem with your distribution point or your management point, deleting it and reinstalling it, it will solve 30% of the rest of the issue that you have, okay? So what I said before, guys, it's this. And as you can see, I have dollar sign. Remember, guys, dollar sign mean computer. So it means that my computers, both on Lille and my servers on Paris and my Lille server, both of them have full administrators. And this one administrator is for my Lille, and this SCCM admin is for my Paris site. Okay, so I can go here and then security roles, but if I can add, and then as you can see, there is not the full administrator, but normally it's here. Okay, so I will just close it because I only need full administrator. Okay. Okay, guys, so I think we are done because we have covered so much way of troubleshooting your SCCM console, and I can tell you guys that we covered 90% of how you could troubleshoot your SCCM server. And I'm telling you, for me, like, then what are we gonna do? We're gonna do a big recap of everything that you need to do. And after this, there is also one thing that I will add, but I will add after, and it will be another way of troubleshooting, for example, CCM client. But what you've actually assist is the whole schema. It's the whole schema about how to troubleshoot your SCCM console to have the correct configuration in every way possible. Okay? Then what you could do, again, guys, I covered 90%, not 100%. But by the way, I don't know if I said it's 100. It's 100%. Okay, it's not 100%. It's 90%. 90%. I covered 90%. The rest 10%, and it's very also important that when you are stuck, okay, when you are stuck, you actually go to the logs, and I told you where to go to the logs. You go here, then here, program files. Some of the logs will be there, but it will be indicated by SCCM console. I think it will be indicated by SCCM console. You go here and then to Microsoft here and then logs, okay? And you don't need to know this thing by heart, okay? You just need to go to monitoring, then then um where is it? Monitoring system statue, component statue, and he will. And for example, here it's a bad idea, but sorry. Here you check show messages, like I said. And again, guys, I didn't told you this very simple way of troubleshooting, but it's to refresh. Okay, so I would say 5% to 10% of the time it will work. It's really the less the really first thing that you want to do is to check this. Okay, is to check, like, just to refresh the component that is actually off, switch off. So you need, for example, to go here and then go on show message and then error, which look at every error on the okay, there isn't any error. So it means that my network discovery is well set up. But let's go here. I would for sure have some error. Okay, so as you can see, then I go here and I go on detail. Okay, and then he will tell you, like, you read, and if it doesn't make sense, for example, here it say possible cause SQL server problem. Okay, so they are kind of direct about what's going on, but they say possible cause. They're not sure. He's not sure 100%. So then you go to the logs, but where is the logs? It's weird. I think I was able to expand this thing, but what does it say? It said review the immediately preceding statute. No, about SQL server errors. Uh-huh. And you just ask ChatGPT. You said, okay, look at my logs. You send him the document and you said, look at my logs and tell me what's going on. And again, it's very important that you say this at ChatGPT. Tell me about the prerequisites. Don't tell him to solve the issue, because he will always go to a deep phase of, okay, deep configuration. Just tell him, I didn't do anything about that. Tell me the prerequisites in order to fix this issue. My SCCM server is pretty new. I didn't do anything. I didn't touch anything. Tell me how could I solve my issue in this context? Okay. And again, don't do like what most of the people, I would say, yeah, most of the people, they trying to troubleshoot too much and they don't look at the basics of it. So yeah, so now what we will cover, I want you guys to I want to go back on everything just quickly, okay? Let's go back on everything and then we will go on how to deploy the CCM client. I will not do it because it's so simple, like it's just 2 click and people on YouTube making video about this. So it's useless. Especially that they have like a good, like I said, they have a like the perfect configuration, and then they just make like 10 minutes or 20 minutes video about how to like deploy, no, 20 minutes I think they cover the troubleshooting, but 5 minute video about how to do these simple things. So guys, first thing, when you have a secondary site installation, you need to open this SCCM console on the primary site server and navigate to administration. Okay, administration, overview, site configuration, sites, and then look if your site is active. Okay, if your site is not active, or if it has any issue, if it has any issue, you just simply go to um yeah, show install statue. Everything you see, in my case, everything passed, but it's good also to check. Sorry guys, I'm just checking again my mic. It's good also to check where it is. Site maintenance, no. Yeah, just simply you just go on monitoring and check the component statue. Okay guys, so second, configure site walls for the secondary site. It's very important. Usually it will be already there. it, and people said, oh, if it's so, I'm going to my secondary site. Um, if it's already there, and by the way, guys, it's exactly the same. Okay, I don't need, like, I don't need to go here, but it's just like for the sake of the video, you know, to show you that you could have the exact same thing on both parties. So I'm gonna wait until it charge. So we gonna go on administration, site configuration, and check server roles. So, and by the way, I can have, I can make a permission where this SCCM server only look at himself. He doesn't have the right to look at the primary site, which is normal, right? Usually in a company environment, it will be like this. You don't have the permission to look at the primary site server. You only have, again, guys, it's called least privilege. It's called RBAC, world based access control, role based on access control. So it just means that you will only work on the little site, so you don't need to have this on your console. Okay, it will be useless. So you just go there and you verify that you have your distribution point and management point. Most of the people, they stop here and then they end up with a lot of issues because simply they didn't double check. So when you double check, sorry, I double checked 2 times, you here and you are here, and you need to check for always having this checked. You see, pretty empty, right? You don't need anything, and you need to make sure that, and by default there is no one here, and by default it means that it will not work. As simple as this. Okay, so so yeah, so same for the management point. You need to check for the boundary group. Oh no, there isn't any boundary group actually. This one is automatically done. You don't need to do anything. You need to check the boundary. Remember when I said about boundaries and boundary groups? It's exactly what I did here. I had two types of boundaries, and I have four boundary. Let's say just, yeah, four boundary. So, and I implemented them in a boundary group. Okay, I create a boundary group. Sorry, again, I make, oh no, it's just one. I make a boundary group and I said, okay, I'm gonna add this one, the lil site, which is this IP subnet in these sites called lil, and I simply add them. I don't think I have to do anything here. Site server, yes, and then add here the AS3. And that's it, guys. This one is very simple. But by default, it's not done. So you have to do it yourself, okay? Then fourth, test content distribution. So it means that after you've done everything, now you can deploy application, the CCM client, etc., etc. Let me check if I didn't forget anything. Yes, where I done this, I need to go here. Let me check. Administration, this one is also important because I think even myself I have some trouble with this. It was on, I actually forget. No, it's not here, it's wrong. ChatGPT will tell you to go here, but it's wrong, and I need to remember what is the right things to do, because you need to configure your actual machine to be set. Look at this, guys. You want your device, your employee's machine, to be set to AS3. Okay, like this, AS3. Agent site, it needs to be AS3. And for the actual DC2, normally it will be only this, it will be only AS2, okay? But I need to remember because I think you see AS2, AS2. I think we already covered, but I need to remember. If you want to have this as AS3, oh, I think I remember. When you deploy it, when you deploy your actual your actual clients, you need to make sure that you are deploying it, you see, to the AS3. It's very important that you check here and you say, no, I want him to be uh look is what, sorry, it said install the client software from a specified site, okay? So it needs to be from this site. It needs to be what I mean by this is that the management point and the distribution points need to be the one that is located in Lille. Remember from the last video what we said. You don't want your employee in Tokyo to go to Paris to grab the actual the actual, I said, like the water and the chemical products to Paris and then grab it to Tokyo. It will be useless. You want the actual employee in Tokyo, from my analogy, to just simply go upstairs and grab what they need in order to make toilet paper. Okay, you just want them to go to their own site and grab what they need. So it could be water, it could be chemical products, woods, whatever things that they need. But it will be very inefficient and unproductive if they need to go to Lille, to the Paris site to gather all the things. So same as here, we want them to get to take all their order and software and packages and application from the Lille site, from this site. Okay, very important. But I think maybe there is another way that you need to force for make it look as AS3. Mm, mm, mm. I'm just checking things, guys. No, I think we already covered, because once you have your boundary group set and you go here and you check here the actual MECM Lil, which is where everything is, and you make sure that in your distribution points you have the Lil boundary group, it means that the actual management point and the distribution point will be every time located there. It will be every time the management point that will give in Lille, that will give orders to the employee machine, and the distribution point in Lille that will serve as the actual warehouse. Remember from the last analogy that we have, it will be always the same system. I'm just double checking. Use the computer account of the management point, meaning this one, this computer account, which I want it be MECM server 002 Lil. Okay, my MECM Lil. Okay, so yep. Now, you normally, after all the thing that you have done, you will have no problem. Normally, everything could happen, okay? Everything could happen. If it still doesn't work, just look at the just look at the logs, look again at the video, okay? Look again at everything that we covered. I will make section of it, and this one I don't think I could make like a big section out of it because it's a like okay, I will I will do it myself. Don't worry, guys. You will just need to follow the instruction on the group. So yeah, normally you will everything will be smooth, like the way that you will deploy the CCM client, for example, for the DC1 Lil here, it will work perfectly. Now if it doesn't work, you will think that maybe you have done something very wrong here, and that you have missed some very important things, or some very little things, like I said, that you didn't do, and that make the actual CCM client doesn't install. Most of the time, it's you got wrong. You done everything that you done here in the actual the actual CCM console. It's perfect, okay? If you follow everything I did here, don't worry, guys, everything is perfect. Most of the time, do you know what is like 90%? I cannot say 100%, guys. Okay, like we've been to this, etc. We cannot say 100%. I want to say it, but I can't. So, 90% of the time, you simply need to go here. I'm in my DC1 Lil, okay? You need to go here, control panel, okay? And go here, configuration manager, and then you need to go on. So here we are in general, components. Guys, this is very important, very, very important. So here, action, and it's actually here that you can run now. Most of the time, guys, 90% of the time, you have done everything that we covered here. Okay, you have done everything that we covered. The only thing that you have to do, don't worry, everything was good. You just need to run now, to run every actions here. And I think the most important ones, let me remember. I think it start with, I think it's for sure is this. I'm sure 100% is this. But just run everything, okay? But I'm sure that this one is very important. Machine policy. So run this one first, okay? Run this one first, because you need to wait, okay? And guys, and again, guys, be patient. It's so much important, because you will think that you done something wrong, but you just needed to wait 10 more minutes, and then you will see that there is some changement, okay? Um, run this one first. Normally, I note it, but I don't have any notes regarding this. I'm quite sure that this one is the most important, and maybe there's another one, but I don't remember. So run everything here, okay? And once you done, wait 10 to 15 minutes, okay? So it's actions, okay, guys? Here it's the component, so it tells you everything that have been installed. This is also very important. Cache configuration, network. Okay, guys, so normally after this, you will see that you will have your software center here. And if you make open file location, I will actually do this, send to desktop, okay? And we could simply, normally, have the Mozilla here and the Chrome, which is already some application that I've this one I think is an application, and this one is a packages. I don't think I've did two application or two packages. Yep, so I think we covered most of the thing. I'm just thinking. Um yeah, I think that's it. And normally, guys, you just need to look on YouTube, for finding any any video tutorial about how to install an application. Actually, installing packages is very simple, but application, it's maybe I will make, okay, to complete this live session, maybe I will make a video about application, because yes, it's true that application is a bit more complicated than packages. Packages is so simple, guys, so simple. But application, it's true that is a bit more complex. So maybe I will do next time like a video about that. And I want to do also, maybe I will do a video about PXE. This one is quite cool. Like, to be honest, I would just do it as a bonus because I find it very cool to as like to launch virtual machine and instantly uh, get a Windows 10 from the SCCM server to get connected. Like, I find it very 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 like funny and cool to do this type of thing. So um yeah, I said very cool of it. Oh my god, I'm so tired right now. So yeah, guys, I wanted to say cool and I say funny. Okay, perfect. I'm thinking if we need to cover something more. No, I think that's it, guys. That's it. So I will just do maybe two more videos. So this one, the application one, the packages is useless, and the operating system. Okay, and that's it. And again, same, like same story, guys. If you want me to help you on anything or covered things that you did not understand during this live session, I will be very happy, to help you. And don't worry, don't hesitate to ask any question. It's just better if you just look again. I think what you should do, especially for the new arrivals, look again at all the session, like at all the session that we just have. Okay, just look again maybe 2 or 3 times if it's very new for you, and ask me question concerning maybe the concept. But concept was already covered before. I just forget. Concept was already forget. So ask me question about concept that maybe you still don't get it. That you still don't get it. And guys, normally you will be fine. To be honest, you will be fine. Okay. So yeah, guys. So that's it. Okay, so now we will do the Q&A. Okay. Okay, so let's go for the Q&A, guys, because I don't think I have that much to say anymore.